Please enjoy. Sit back, relax, tune in, be entertained. And now, Game Point Sports Talk with an Edge.
Welcome to Game Point on the AHRR Network. We good to go. How y'all doing today, fellas? This is Game Point. This is M. Goodnight. What's up?
Robbie the Rockets.
Yes, sir. You know how it is. I am Dwight Ellison.
Hey, we talking sports today.
Yes, sir.
Give it to the world, baby. You know what I'm saying? First thing we gonna hit you with is Patrick Mahomes and what y'all feel about that contract we got going on.
Man, that was a mega deal.
Big time.
Wow.
Big time.
I wish I had his type of money.
Right.
Yes, sir.
For one, I'm proud, you know what I'm saying, that he's a black man breaking records, you know what I'm saying, not only in the NFL, but the biggest contract in sports history, you know what I'm saying. I think what Trout had 426 million, you know what I'm saying? So beat that by about 25 million, man. So that alone is big time. So big ups to that brother for that.
Big up to him. The only thing with Trout's contract and his contract is that baseball money's fully guaranteed.
But we got a football.
No,
yes, it is. Baseball money is fully guaranteed. You're getting all that money. My boy CC Sabathia got all that money.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baseball.
He signed that big contract. Got all that money.
Basketball.
So football's the only one that's not fully guaranteed, huh?
And hockey.
Nope.
With a hard
but he did signed a baseball contract though in the football contract. So
yeah, man, shit, that's almost like a soccer contract in football. I mean, or a football contract in football. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, right there, man. But y'all think he gonna play it out though? How y'all think it's gonna work around for him?
Man, he's still young. I think he's gonna play it on out.
Yeah, he got a few years.
And if they restructure, he's just gonna get more.
Yeah, they gonna set the bar. They gonna set the bar in about 2-3 years.
Yeah, that TV deal ends in 2 years, so they gonna renegotiate that at the with the CBA. So
I mean, it's player friendly. I mean, it's team friendly.
Right.
So I mean, they're gonna be able to keep the Tyreek Hills, the who's their
Is it team friendly? Like, explain to people how it's team friendly, because they'll say like, "Oh my God, you're locking this man in for almost 45 to what the public will see is 12 years for about 45 million a year."
Yeah, but
it's not really gonna be like that. You know what I mean? So, is it really team friendly? Like, how does that work?
I mean, it's definitely team friendly. I would say right now, these next 2 years. He's guaranteed $27 million.
Yeah.
So he's getting paid only $2.8 million this upcoming season. 24-something million the following.
So he ain't with that to what? 2025 he gets that money?
2023 is when the cap will actually hit, but it still won't really hit the team too hard. I think like
it's not
5.5% or something like that.
It's not really hitting the team too hard because it's front loaded with signing bonuses, which doesn't hit the cap.
Yeah.
So his first 2 years in that new deal, is going to be $83 million in signing bonuses.
Right. But he set the bar for us though. So look out Lamar Jackson, look out Dak Prescott. Y'all next. I hope y'all might get that type of money. Do you think they gonna get that type of money, y'all? Didn't think they signed Lamar Jackson? Even though he brought Baltimore up. They looking good this year. He got some weapons around him, so you know.
I highly doubt he will get Patrick Mahomes money because Jerry Jones have been unwilling to give him Jared Goff money or Carson Wentz money. So there's no way in hell he's going to get Patrick Mahomes money.
And Jerry
that's
Jones,
been the whole issue.
And the thing about Jerry Jones and this Dak Prescott, I'm not really a Dallas fan, but I mean I've been watching and checking it out. But I've been watching, and Jerry Jones never hesitated to make players who are not
to overpay people,
the best at their position, to make him the highest paid player at their position. So,
if I'm not mistaken, didn't they say they was not going to
They're not
reset
going
the
to
bar
give
for
you that
Zeke
money.
last year?
Yeah.
They ended up setting the bar anyway.
They did it for the defensive lineman that they had there.
Right.
And I think they paid Amari Cooper a certain amount of money, and
But I
I'm not high on him.
I do
I don't know
feel,
how they paid the market for that.
I do feel that he did pave the ways for black quarterback. Last year, I felt it was the black quarterback. It was for the black quarterback. I think all of the quarterbacks nowadays, you couldn't have. They wouldn't even pay us. Now they paying us now. So now
drafted.
they wouldn't even. They don't want a brother controlling their organization, controlling their team. They don't want him to be the face. But now he broke that barrier. So now it opened up the door, like I say, for Lamar. Opened up the door for Dak. The up and coming quarterbacks.
So let me ask you, since you kind of piggyback on something that you said these franchises don't want a brother to be the head of an organization. So how do you feel about arguably the greatest head coach of all time signing his brother Cam Newton to be the predecessor of Tom Brady?
That was a spit.
You know
That
what I
was a
mean?
spit in the face in the black man's face.
In Boston,
And
mind
that's a
you.
spit in the black
In
man's
Boston.
face. How you have a backup quarterback make more money than a starting quarterback?
Oh, you talking about the actual deal?
The deal was $7 million, but it's can't make what $15 million sitting on the bench. What Nick Foles' contract was, y'all? What did Nick
It was
Foles
like
get?
four,
Nick
7
Foles
million or
get-
something like
Nick Foles
that. You
get
talking
paid.
when he was back?
No, when he's doing now. He's signing some money for
yeah.
He's signing. He's gonna be a back end starter.
I'm not sure what it actually is, but he got a little change. He got a little change.
I mean, my thing is Cam Newton gonna continue and carry on this Patriots?
Yeah, that's what I was.
in
Yeah,
AFC?
that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah,
I,
Or is he at his last leg?
I mean, do you think he's gonna help?
I don't think so.
I think that Bill Belichick is definitely gonna get the best out of him.
Yeah, they get him for cheap. Them Patriots get them players. Think how they did Antonio Brown. Got him for a contract one day, when he got one game for $10 million.
We'll be talking about that brother for all day. We'll get on that.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
He's definitely another day, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely another issue. He's a whole show itself.
He's a whole show itself, bro. I can't even get into that. But the reason why I had brought up that about Cam Newton is because of how he's been reacting and the reaction out of Boston. You know, the league's been coming at her saying that they don't want him to be in there dabbing and the Superman and all of that kind of stuff. So, do you think
Belichick
it will be able to happen? Can he be the face over there, or do you think Belichick's about to just take his hood off? Like we're about to be lit.
Belichick ain't having that.
He's gonna be dabbing.
I think so.
I mean, he might
too.
not be dabbing because that's old school.
Yeah.
So he's definitely
He's
gonna
doing
do
something.
But he gonna walk the chalk line
Right.
when messing with Belichick. Belichick don't like that sedity stuff. He don't like that. So
I mean,
That's actually not true.
well, who you seen at party and dance? Gronkowski.
They actually showed a lot of clips of a lot of brothers in New England that because it was Woody,
Okay.
the big brother that played for Damian Woody. You know what I'm saying? Was talking about how Belichick always influenced for them to do celebrations, but he liked it for it to be together. They worked so hard all year long and during practice. He encouraged them to go out there and celebrate. They said that's actually the total opposite of Belichick's personality.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess Boston media is out there portraying like, oh, because it's a brother.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want you coming here and doing all the rest of that. When Damian Woody was saying inside the locker room, Belichick's going to be with it.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Did you guys see the outfit that Cam Newton arrived
with the hat.
Oh my God.
With thigh shorts.
Yeah, like-
Hey, that's Cam though.
Hey,
That's
their
Cam,
look
though.
though. That's their fashion. We ain't in the 80s and the 90s no more. It's the 2000s.
But in the 80s and not the 90s,
They
but in the
was real
70s.
They was real
Let's not, hey, but in
suits.
the 70s, niggas was wearing some tight, funny shit now. Let's not act like they wasn't wearing some stuff that was like, I don't know.
very few go to Cam Newton, Russell Westbrook level. I mean, you may have
facts.
a George Clinton type.
Facts.
You have to have a big personality.
Yeah.
Bringing that funky cut.
Yeah. I mean, this dude is off the chain. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's off the chain, man. I think that he's gonna, with the addition of Cam, the Patriots are gonna be the favorites in the AFC East.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be the favorites coming out the.
I don't know. I don't know.
Out the NFC?
They said the only
NFC
team
South.
that could beat Tom Brady and them right now is the Patriots. And I'm sitting here like,
Well, that's the
wait a minute.
NFC and the NFC.
Like Super Bowl right now is set up for Tom Brady versus Belichick in the bowl. They set it up. And I don't see it.
Nah, that's
I
not.
don't see.
That's not. It's not. Set up. You still got to go through KC.
Yeah, and Baltimore.
But
Baltimore.
But Baltimore got lucky. I went to go see them last year in Baltimore. They kind of got lucky. I could see them getting another receiver in Boston. I'll call them
What do you mean by
Boston
lucky?
Patriots?
What do
I'm
you
calling them the Boston Patriots.
What do you mean by lucky? Like their season was.
I mean, schedule had a lot to do with it. They didn't really have a powerhouse schedule. Their division wasn't great. They didn't really play nobody. And then when they got to the playoffs, they choked.
So do you think Lamar Jackson's MVP season mirrors Cam Newton's, what they say, fluky 15-1 MVP season?
I wouldn't
because that's what it kind of sounds like.
We would never see 2015 Cam again. We never see 2015 Cam again. He would never ever be the same Cam Newton again. Injury prone. And I always said to myself, do y'all look at Cam? Can he throw it deep? Have you ever seen him throw a deep pass?
That's Cam Newton.
I ain't never seen him go down the field. I don't think his arms.
I was watching that boy at Auburn. I was watching that boy at Auburn.
I don't.
That's Cam Newton's thing.
All right, who was his deep threat in the last 3 years?
It used to be Steve.
Well, he had Steve Smith, and then he had
he had this big guy.
What was the kid? He had the super wheels. Tux, if you hear me right now, brother, the fast dude that was working with Cam Newton down with the Panthers the last like 3 years, and he went up to the Steelers for a while. But he had some brothers that had some feet, but they ain't had no hands. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't catch the damn ball, so it wasn't really Cam Newton not being able to air it out. Those niggas not catching the ball.
Cam Newton has an arm. Let's go.
Did he get surgery on that shoulder or something? He got surgery on.
Surgery. He's coming.
So he has the strength this year. And he don't even have any weapons.
That wasn't the last injury. What put him out last year with the foot.
Yep. Let's go back.
Shoulders healed.
Let's go back to these contracts and quarterbacks.
Okay.
So you have Patrick Mahomes. In your idea, who's next? Who's the next quarterback to receive a big payday? Black, white, it doesn't matter.
I mean, well, obviously it will be Dak Prescott because he's the next.
Dak Prescott?
I think it's gonna be probably Dak too.
You think it's Dak?
Yeah.
Dak get about 35 million. Well, he's gonna get about. His contract will be about 40 to 50. Nah, I say about 40. They give him 40.
I go with the next mega contract as a quarterback. I'll go with Deshaun Watson.
You saying like mega, like not just the next to get paid, but
a mega big contract.
Who's going to succeed Patrick Mahomes?
I wouldn't say he's going to succeed.
No one will.
But he's going to be the next one to get majorly paid. I think that Dak Prescott's going to be on this.
So you
he's going to? I think he's going to get franchised this year,
and
franchise next year, and then they're going to let him go, and then they're going to let him go. I think that the next guy who's going to sign this maybe 6-7 year contract. $300 million type thing is going to be Deshaun Watson.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Houston got rid of that brother. Do they keep him or do they go another direction with another quarterback up and coming in college? Well, we don't know.
That's Deshaun Watson's who he's talking about. You talking about the receiver?
No, I'm saying Deshaun Watson might not. Will he sign with Houston
because they
let contract? They let Playboy go.
Well, anyway, he goes to contract.
But I'm saying, who got that type? Well,
yeah, no matter where, if it's gonna be in Houston or not. You saying no matter where he's at, Deshaun's gonna get that bread.
He's gonna sign that money.
Got you. I would say Lamar Jackson.
I was thinking Lamar Jackson. If because I don't know what Deshaun's current contract is.
Yeah.
If Deshaun's current contract doesn't end before Lamar's rookie contract,
they're both on their rookie contract.
Is Deshaun still on his rookie contract?
Still on his rookie contract.
He's definitely going to get paid first.
Was it a year or two
before? Yeah, he's definitely going to get paid first. Just based off of that alone.
They said Deshaun. They said nobody's going to surpass that Mahomes contract.
I'm not saying he's going to surpass him, but I'm just saying the guy who has the next big contract.
Next big contract.
I don't think so either. It has to be Deshaun.
That's who I go.
Just based off of you know his free agency coming first.
No Sammy Darnold. I'm just trying to think of like what would be good or another one.
I mean, Matt Ryan already got paid. You know, I don't know what's Aaron Rodgers' contract. But he just re-signed for 2 more years or something.
What about Jared Goff? Where did Goff get the first? Did he get Did he just get a contract or no?
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Jared Goff is paid.
It was 2 years ago.
He's
Jared Goff set the bar. Remember? Well, no, Wentz
He
set the
did.
bar,
Wentz
and
said, yeah, then Jared
then
Goff.
Goff got his money, and then that's why Dak is like, I'm next,
but,
and I'm way better than these brothers. I've never been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Wentz ain't never even won a playoff game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he got paid this money. So okay, so let's take this route. You know, don't really want to play this card, but do you feel that the the color of his skin has something to do with the reason why he's not getting paid his money?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Or is it his talent?
I think it's more of a Jerry Jones thing. And
It's
I'm
just happened to be
not,
it gets political when it
franchise.
comes.
yeah, I think he's with the wrong franchise. And I'm a believer that, I had just had a discussion with one of my partners yesterday. Is Dak Prescott a top tier quarterback? Is he?
Nah,
What's
he's
top
top.
tier?
Top. I would say top.
It's
eight.
top. No,
Okay.
no.
He put up numbers. He put up like Tom Brady type numbers not last year, but the year before or prior.
Everybody's putting up those.
He was putting up them type of numbers.
Right.
So that's when they was looking at that contract. But then last year, his stock went down. They didn't win.
Dak still had a pretty statistically
I mean,
a good year.
But
he
yeah,
had a good
with
year.
them weapons,
But we look
And
at the NFL on a whole. Look at where the NFL's going right now. Everybody's passing for 4,000 plus
Yeah,
yards,
yeah.
20
Facts.
something touchdowns.
Facts. The game has changed.
So where do you put him at? Is he a top tier quarterback in your eyes?
No, I don't think he's a top tier quarterback. And
So why?
mm-mm.
So do you think Jerry Jones?
Not top 8.
You think Jerry Jones is thinking the same thing?
Well, let me ask you before I answer that.
Oh.
Let me piggyback that with a question, so I can answer that fully.
Okay.
Do you think that we would be having this issue if Jerry Jones wasn't Dak's owner?
no,
No,
not at all.
we wouldn't be having this issue.
We wouldn't have this talk.
So he would have got paid already.
He got
Right?
paid already.
We wouldn't be having this
2 years
issue
ago.
if Dak Prescott was white.
Yeah, but I'm saying even at his talent,
If Dak Prescott,
if it was Tony Romo, he would have got
he would
paid.
have got paid. He would have got paid.
What I'm saying, Dak, do y'all really think he's that good?
I'm
I
not.
think he's
I'm
good
not
enough
sold on
to get. I think he's good enough to be a part of the market that they've already set in the NFL for every
So
other player.
when we compare,
You know what I mean?
we put a tier. Dak, who's better, Wentz or Dak? There we go, right here, got him.
Dak.
Who's better? Dak is better than Wentz.
I think-
But
I think Dak-
people are biased and say Wentz is way
Why-
better than
why-
Dak.
why would
But
they
I'm
say
just
that?
trying to say,
But why would-
The best ability is availability, my brother.
but Wentz,
It's been
they
said
claim
before.
Wentz brought him to the Super Bowl.
No, Winston
Wentz didn't
been
beat
there.
Nick Foles did. But I'm saying, they said if it wasn't, they said, well, Wentz got hurt to play with him.
They said Wentz was having an MVP caliber year.
That the
year.
first season before,
that
yes,
year,
yes, he
when they won the
was,
Super
and he
Bowl,
was.
and he went out. And Wentz is always hurt. So I would take Dak Prescott over Wentz.
But
Facts.
Can you name eight quarterbacks better than Dak?
right now,
Yeah,
in the league right now,
okay.
I could probably name one. Let me see. If I gotta think
Matt
about
Ryan,
it, for sure.
better.
Nah.
What?
Sure.
Watch that.
What?
Watch that.
No, bro.
Breeze is better.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Breeze is better.
Breeze is better.
Matt, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Brady.
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 I'm taking Brady.
Yeah, to
I'm
me.
taking Cam over him without having a job right
Cam,
now.
Cam and him is even.
I'm taking Cam over
even
him
with
right
Cam and
now,
him right
bro.
now.
Okay. I'm not a fan of
Patrick
that.
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Easy money, Lamar Jackson. I think Wentz is better than Dak. The audience even say Wentz is better than Dak, but he's always injured. He's always
100. Okay, I'll add this caveat: 100% healthy. I'm taking Carson Wentz, but that is a hypothetical because he's never 100% healthy. So I'm taking Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
We're talking about the NFL, and he's a quarterback. The best ability is availability. I don't.
What's his record? I wonder what's his record. We got the stats on Dak. What's his all-time record since as a starter? And they said in the last 2-3 years.
I know that Dak
he had a
Prescott
better-
is the second
Winningest
winningest quarterback
in the last
in the
couple-
league since he's been in the league
Yep.
next to Tom Brady.
That's what they were saying.
So,
But
unless Patrick Mahomes, I don't know. Maybe Patrick might have surpassed that. He might be third now. I think Pat still might be. I think Dak still might be second on that list.
hey, you know what else we forgot? Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. What am I doing?
Russell
What
Wilson.
am I
Better than
doing?
Dak.
What am I
You guys-
doing?
Russell Wilson. Going cousin.
You guys are at 7.
We're just at 7 right now.
Breeze, Brady,
Breeze,
Cam,
Brady, Cam,
Wentz.
Wentz. No.
Now
that's on your list.
We gonna leave Wentz out.
Yeah, no.
Wentz out. They said Dak a choke artist. He chokes when he's in the big game. He don't win it. He don't win it. That's facts.
I'm not gonna go that far as call him a choke artist, bro.
I mean, he don't win it. He had all those weapons and he don't win it. You know?
That's tough right there to call him a chokey.
All those weapons.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I know they needed to win that game last year against the Eagles, and the Eagles came there and kicked
that boy from Arizona.
That was one of the biggest things.
Kyler Murray.
Of his career.
Kyler Murray, watch out for him. He's gonna be better than Dak. I think he might be on the level with Dak already. Kyler Murray, the truth. He got weapons now. Well, we ain't gonna talk about this issue until this year.
And then that's a different conversation. Are we saying who I would take over Dak or who's better than Dak?
Right,
There's certain guys I wouldn't take in the fit, but if we're playing pickup ball, you got Dak and Kyler in front of me, or we're talking about starting the franchise right now. Besides age, putting age aside, let's say it was both the same age, both coming out right now. I'm taking Kyler Murray over Dak Prescott.
Definitely.
10 times out of 10.
Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray.
Lamar Jackson
or Kyler Murray?
Lamar Jackson.
All day?
I'll take Kyler Murray.
They the same type.
I'll take Kyler Murray.
I've seen Lamar Jackson in person. The boy ain't been a little bit bigger than me, but the boy is fast.
How big are you?
I'm about 5'9".
Lamar Jackson like 6'2", bro.
No, he didn't look tall in person.
Lamar Jackson like 6'2".
I mean, I was at the game like on the field level, so it was like, when I see him, I'm like, he real small.
No,
that
bro.
boy is fast.
He is a bigger Vic. Vic is about, the same size as you. He's like 2-3 inches taller than Vic. Yeah, I'm just taking him based on size alone. Over Kyler Murray.
I mean, over size alone.
Who armed better?
Size alone.
Who armed better?
Murray.
I don't know about that. Lamar Jackson was the most accurate 21-year-old ever.
He had that tight end. He was hitting
ever
money
in the NFL.
He was hitting that tight end on the money.
Bro,
I was like, whoa.
He had to work. He had to work because the year before that shit was terrible.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he made a tremendous leap.
He had to work.
Like, he should have been the most improved and the MVP in the same year.
Yes. He made a big improvement.
In the same year.
All right, fellas, we're going to end this segment. I mean, what we going to end this segment with?
Summary, I'll come with it, Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes.
Congratulations on that big contract.
We agreed the contract's not going to probably last a whole full 10 years. They're going to get that good probably like 5-6 years out of that.
Yes.
Come back, renegotiate on that. How y'all feel about the Cam Newton situation?
I mean, Cam Newton's gonna bring him back. I think Cam Newton's on the way for a rebound, and we might not see the 2015 Cam Newton, but we're gonna see a good
Cam Newton.
They gonna win the AFC East?
I think.
So. I say my prediction this year. I'm going with, because I'm biased, my San Francisco 49ers.
AFC.
AFCs, I'm going with Buffalo.
Okay, Buffalo.
Good. I'm taking Buffalo in the AFC.
This is game point. That's first quarter.
This game point, first quarter. Be back in a second.
Time to take a break.
Yes, sir.
Game point for second quarter. You know what I'm saying? It's M Goodnight
And
Dwight
Rocket.
Ellison, y'all know what it is.
Let's go. So hey, we gonna talk about the NBA.
Let's get into
Let's
it,
get into
man.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into the ball.
How y'all like about what y'all think about them Lakers and LeBron? And what you think about J.R. Smith coming to the Lakers? What do y'all think about that, y'all?
Well, you know, I'm a Lakers fan, so you can go ahead and throw me straight into the bias category.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But all jokes aside, I'm a sports fan, so even if I wasn't a Lakers fan right now, I feel like I would feel the Lakers is the strongest, you know what I'm saying, candidate right now for winning the chip. I do feel like the Clippers are right there with them because of Kawhi. I'll let y'all handle the Clippers, you know what I'm saying, debate about that, but I feel like the Lakers has the strongest team. J.R. Smith over Avery Bradley, I feel is an upgrade. Again, it might be personal bias, y'all. I've never liked Avery Bradley. He was a Boston Celtic for a very long time. So I never really dug him when he came over, you know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, I feel like J.R. is a bigger Avery Bradley.
So
he's a more athletic Avery Bradley. Everybody have a better defense, but I like
So they got enough to win it this year, you think?
Oh, yeah.
What the bench look like? Do they got a bench over there?
Oh, yeah, we got Dwight Howard coming off the bench, baby. We got we got KCP over there. We got Jared Dudley over there for the corner threes. You know, Bron need those shooters for the corner threes. I think we got everything pieced up that LeBron needs. Because you know it's what the King wants, the King gets.
Oh Lord!
So I think the King is satisfied with his squad right now.
Okay, I think they got a chance. You know, there's a couple other teams coming out the West that can probably give them a run for their money. You know, I feel the Clippers. They the full all around team. You know, that with that addition with Kawhi, that makes them even better. Because they took my Warriors to a long playoff season, and hey, with that Kawhi, that was a plus. So I don't like none of them. I'm a Warriors fan, but if I had to pick out of them two, I'm a go this year. Got to go with the King, man. He's the man. You know. I'm switching up. Yeah. As I think about it, as I'm going down the bench, I'm like,
come on, man.
Let me hear your argument.
The way it's set up, I was thinking Clipper, but I just said nah.
Out of those two teams,
Yes,
I'm gonna go. Out of those two teams, Clippers have the deepest bench.
by far.
I agree.
Better starting five.
By far.
Better starting five by far.
I wouldn't say by.
The Lakers only have two people.
I wouldn't say by far.
Is AD and LeBron. That's all they
It
got.
depends on who we want to start though, because we put my nigga D Howard in there. Let's not forget about the 5-time DPOY.
Yeah,
Like, come on now.
D Howard might not come back.
No, it's been confirmed. He's coming.
He's confirmed to come
Yeah,
back.
he's coming. Which is going to be my rebuttal to you. Y'all might have the best bench, but y'all depending on Montrezl Harrell to be a monster.
And he's a
against AD, Dwight Howard.
He's a beast. He's better. He's stronger than him now. They had their last
Stronger than
fight.
who?
And Harold is a beast. He's an animal.
Hold on, I just said so he can check AD.
You don't have to check it.
He don't have to. Yeah.
So who's going to check Anthony Davis, brother?
He's gonna score with him. He's gonna score with him.
They go.
Okay, so when we got AD out there with JaVale or Dwight out there with JaVale, like what what's gonna happen out there on the block?
JaVale McGee, get him out of here. He's the best Shaq the Fool guy there is.
Hey, you're being another hater.
Hey, that's
because he was acting the fool on your squad.
That's underrated.
He was acting the fool on your squad.
He's underrated right
Get him
now.
out of here.
He's a good player now.
His mom
He's in the right system too.
right now.
His mom was a goon.
His mom,
like all jokes aside, she was by far a better player than he was.
His mom can come in right now and give the Lakers a better presence on defense.
Stop it, this guy, right?
Man,
so hey, Mama McGee was a goon. Google, look her up though.
He's there in Denver. He was good in Denver.
So I mean, my thing is, let me get back to these Clippers. You have a better starting five. You got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. I mean, who else is the starting five? I don't have my phone. I haven't seen.
I don't know. I can't say it better, but still, y'all gonna have to get big down there.
Well, the Dwight Howard is soft. They said the Dwight Howard is softer than the jelly donut, but we don't know yet. But he said he's softer than the jelly donut. So
I mean, AD choke artist.
We always get hurt. He won't make it through the whole playoffs. I don't think AD won't choke artist. Oh. AD won't make it through the playoffs. Anthony Davis won't make it through the whole playoffs. He's hurt. He's always hurt.
He led them to the playoffs.
He's always hurt though. He don't
What has he
do
ever
anything.
done in the playoffs?
Okay, hold on. Let me give you one moment to how he's not a choke artist. Do y'all remember the game that it was the very last game of the season? He was playing against Russell Westbrook in the
Russell, yep.
He had to win it to
get
get him out and for him to get in. Fadeaway, 3-point game winner. That was a playoff series game right there.
I like AD. AD. I don't even want to say it because I'm a Nuggets fan. AD may be the best big man in the league.
All right, before we move on to Lakers, let me just say this. The biggest caveat to AD is AD with LeBron James now? Is AD with LeBron James now? What did LeBron James do to every player that he's ever played with? From the Matthew Dellavedova was the second best player on the squad.
He did.
And we almost beat y'all that year.
But y'all Lakers do not want to see Oklahoma City, and it was not Oklahoma City, New Orleans. Them Pelicans in the first round. That might get y'all some props. With Zion?
No.
We ain't talking about Zion.
I'm gonna tell you about the Lakers and who the Lakers. I'm gonna tell you who the Lakers and who the Lakers don't want to see. And if Portland makes it into the playoffs at that 8 seed, playing.
I'm not scared of them, but it would be
that's gonna be a test.
Toughest 8 seed.
What's
that boy
the two guard?
That's McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum.
Yeah.
But that's not the biggest reason. The reason why I feel is just the fact that I feel like y'all can't fuck with because they got that big boy Nurkic coming back.
Yeah, Nurkic.
And they just they signed somebody else on that block. Another big ass
they did have Nurkic on the Portland.
That they just signed over there.
Sign somebody on the
They big over there.
Yeah,
they can body up AD.
So that's that.
And put bodies on Bronny too. Even though Clippers got a lot of bodies, still like LeBron. Patrick Beverly.
Clippers match up. Clippers match up with Bron. Who gonna hold Bron? Paul George? No,
Who gonna hold Bron?
Yeah.
The
Clippers, Paul George gonna hold Bron.
They gonna take turns.
Kawhi, maybe.
They gonna take turns.
They gonna be throwing bodies at that nigga like.
They gonna take turns. They gonna try to win.
That's gonna be a nice series. I hope that come down.
So how y'all feel about the bubble?
The bubble, man. I'm interested.
Yeah,
I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm glad that they're bringing sports back. I'm glad the
I wanna
NBA
see
comes
it.
back.
Is our black asses gonna go in that bubble and abide by the fucking rules?
No.
We're talking about a whole month. Now somebody got to bring this shit up.
Yeah.
We talking about a whole month where ain't nobody getting no pussy.
No. They can't go nowhere.
Can't go nowhere.
They can bring their families.
No, a whole month. It's
No,
1 month.
1 month. They got to do it
They have
a whole month on this training
month.
camp, so they ain't have nobody.
And then they got to isolate, and then you got to bring the family in, and they can't go nowhere. But for a whole month. Is these fellas gonna be able to abide by these rules or not?
I doubt.
In Florida, like all jokes aside, you know how they capping and shit out there with the COVID and shit.
Yeah.
So
Hey man, they might be scared. They might be scared to get out there and go out that boat.
Yeah. But
Come
we're
back.
talking about Florida.
You come,
Florida.
yeah, but
And
you
they the
coming
worst
back-
case with
you
COVID
coming
right
back
now,
with-
so you
They
know.
having 10,000
Yeah,
cases a day, man. Ain't no
Big
telling.
facts, man. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about the bubble? Y'all think COVID's gonna be a huge issue with the players? There's gonna be a lot of players catching it.
Hey man, it's unknown.
Yeah.
It's unknown, man.
It's already
unknown.
happening.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so let's go. How do you feel about the season itself? Is it going to be a tarnished season?
It's gonna be an asterisk. I believe it's an asterisk. You win it this year, you know it's not. You're not a champion.
I
Short
go,
season.
I go.
You're a champion.
I go.
It's asterisk on this one.
I go opposite, directly opposite. I think this is gonna be the hardest season ever to win a championship.
Still with the asterisk.
You have
With asterisk?
but you have no home court advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have no fans.
Okay.
These players are first players, and
Big facts.
the big thing is who's gonna stay the healthiest. That's my thing.
Yep.
The healthiest team may win.
It may win.
If LeBron comes down with the COVID, there you go. If any big star comes down with the COVID,
But with this,
I think
with
LeBron
this
comes down
rest,
with the coach, the whole bubble going.
yeah, it's
Season's over.
I don't want to play season's over.
Season's over.
Yeah, season's over. Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I do feel like it's going to be an asterisk no matter what, but the asterisk doesn't have to be a negative.
Okay.
Like an asterisk really just means you have to go down here and look and see what the hell the asterisk says. It cannot say, it can say COVID, you know what I'm saying, people got sick, injuries, but it can also say these people went through COVID and survived not being sick and stayed the healthiest.
Yes.
So it's whatever side of the gate you're really leaning on. I'm leaning more on that side of the gate as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very.
How many games season? How many games?
Eight games for the regular season, then going to the playoffs.
So they playing 8 games?
Yeah,
Eight games for the regular season.
8 games for the people to play it in. Really, that's.
And your Pelicans are 3.5. Well, you mentioned them, so I'm gonna say your Pelicans. They're 3.5 games out for Memphis. So they got 8 games. I hope that Memphis choke and they rise into the AFC.
So they got like a little playoff.
Yeah.
So my Sacramento's and Pelicans, and who else is in that?
Whoever the Blazers are in that.
Phoenix
AFC.
was they brought Phoenix back.
in?
Yeah.
They ain't bring my Warriors back, God darn it. But that's
I
okay.
mean, they don't need to.
We don't need to though. We need some rest.
I mean, y'all got next year. Y'all got players coming back next year. So.
Man, do you think we get the number 1 pick? Who gets the number 1 pick? Overall pick?
That's the lottery. We can't never.
Now the Warriors.
The lottery changed.
Yeah, it totally changed. So the worst team never got it anyway, but it's super not going to go like that now.
I think
we getting the number 1 pick.
Y'all might get it.
But
I mean, who's coming out?
Let's go this route. How y'all feel about reported today the back of the jerseys?
About
the limitation of
10
of how they want to, whatever quotes they want to put on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
I seen the actual graphic. I don't know if you guys seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
But I heard about it.
It was about a good solid 12 or 15 phrases. You know what I'm saying? From the ones that we've been. I Can Breathe, the say their names. You know what I'm saying? All of those. And players like I think Mike Scott and one other guy complained about it.
Okay.
And said that they're limited and they took away their freedom of speech. How do you feel about that? Do you think that they're overreacting, or?
I mean, if you go too far, man, it's gonna be like the XFL with everybody with nicknames,
names and everything.
That's exactly what I was gonna go.
So I say you go ahead and limit it. And I mean, my thing is, what about the people? What about the ones? Are you gonna be able to wear your regular jersey? What about the ones who don't want to have a saying, who don't want to have a slogan, who are not? I mean, they're not into it like that, you know. And man, so I mean,
I feel like
it's kind of violating them also.
I just want to hear, like, I feel like you can't complain, especially with us. Like we can't complain and not make it worse something.
Yes.
We can't just be always speaking on that's racist or that's that, and not say something behind it. I had a reason with Kyrie and them because they didn't really explain. My bad. They didn't really explain why they didn't want to buy the restart. Okay. So for Mike Scott then to complain about it, I'm like, well, what would you want to be said? Because you can't put. I feel like names are just out of the category. Okay. Because that's up to the fans. I might not want my shit on the back of your shit.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly.
I might want peace. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this quarter up. Oh no, not wrapping up. No, not wrapping up.
Comments.
Audience, y'all have any comments? Let us know, man. If y'all got some say so on this, we'll talk with you.
Just being in the back on that. So do you feel like people should be given explanations behind it? Is it cool just get up there and just be like, I don't like that, and then just not stand on it? The reasons why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is bullshit. It makes us look worse than the situation's already perpetuating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm agree with you. I mean, I just really want to see.
They already think we fucking stupid, bro, and just be talking and doing dumb shit. Like, we gonna get up there and say,
I just want to see some good basketball.
Yeah,
man. We got some people. We got some people in the comments, man. Do you think that any Eastern Conference teams have a chance to win the chip this year?
That'll be a no. No, not about that.
I say yes.
Not about that.
If I was to put my money on it, I kind of like Philly is a sleeper. There's something about that Philly that we not really giving them the credit on. They got with that.
Ben Simmons can't
shoot that three.
That's what we're not giving
him credit on. Once he shoot that 3-pointer, and him and Embiid can get stronger and stop playing soft. They don't
know how to play together.
No.
That's what it is. They don't know how to play together.
You know what? I don't even want to say that. Ben Simmons don't know how to shoot, bro.
Yeah, but if you ever watch Philly and watch him in depth, it's either like Ben Simmons when Joel Embiid is on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's two different teams.
He's shining.
They operate differently.
So it's like They gotta learn to get that beat.
But I say that because who does Ben Simmons remind you of the most?
He's more of a LeBron type.
Okay. So
but he can't shoot.
So when exactly?
Period.
So we will never say that about a LeBron or a Magic. That they just can't fit with something. They can play with anybody, any era. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if they can shoot that thing,
I've never seen a person that's scared to shoot the ball.
In my life.
Never.
In my life, bro. Like,
but that's a mental thing. I think it's in his head. It's not so much.
I've seen him in practice draining threes.
Man, I've been that dude with no shot. Niggas sit off me 10 feet, disrespectful. Like, just let that nigga shoot.
Yeah.
I be nervous as hell. Like, it's like I couldn't be that player, bro.
But you still got to get it up.
You got to shoot it.
Yeah, I would still shoot that thing for sure.
Still got to shoot.
I would still get my jacks up, but Bench don't shoot at all. Anybody else besides Philly?
I would go with
Boston got a chance?
I'll go with Boston. They may.
Yeah, see the fans on the comments, they say it's not gonna be a real season, so they don't really care who win or lose. There's an asterisk on this one. I'm telling y'all.
I mean, I see somebody talking about when we're talking about the comments on the back of the jersey. Some people say it's a nice gesture, but it's not effective in their opinion. What do you say about that?
I agree with that. What they're saying though, because it's a nice. I mean, I'd rather like this season is gonna be like 2020 is done. That's how the season gonna be done. It's gonna stick a fork in it.
I'm gonna say I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like just
because right now we they don't know what they want to do. They hoping that this work. And hopefully they don't backfire on them at the same time.
The reason I agree and I kind of don't. I agree to the point where I'm being a negative Nancy. I feel like it's not going to make a difference. Yeah. So that's why I agree with her. But the whole point is to draw attention. So if we don't do it, you know what I'm saying? It's like you didn't even try. We got to at least try to do it. But I do agree that it's not going to do anything. So they're going to see the back of the jersey, the same shit that we've been, not shit, but the same gestures and the same quotes that we've been having on everything, picket signs, graffiti. It's going, it's not going to make no difference.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to make a difference. They're going to paint Black Matter lives on the court. That's cool.
I mean, that's cool.
That's cool.
But now,
it really is what is it going to do? I don't really think it's going to do anything, you know.
But what's scaring me though, and I keep going back to this, one or two people get sick on that team, it's ugly for that particular team. Now that's gonna stop what do you do? If say LeBron and AD get sick and then the whole Lakers team gets sick as the playoffs, what do you do? What do you do?
Hey, they got soccer, and I believe in soccer, man.
Next man up.
You out.
I mean, what if the whole Are
you saying is the league going to shut down, or what is that team going to do? Continue
to continue on, or what is the league going to do to continue on?
I honestly think if those kind of names catch it, if the Greek freaks, the LeBrons, the Kawhis, the PGs catch it, it might be considered not even to happen. They might shut that motherfucker down, bro.
It has to be more than one of them. It has to be several.
Yeah.
Let's put it like this.
Well,
Let's put it like this. A team in a series. Let's say the Pelicans and the Lakers in the first AC do play, and a LeBron, a Zion, you know what I'm saying? Because they were together playing each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Catch that shit.
Do they shut down?
They might.
So why do we have the season? If that was that's a way.
Because they plan on protecting them in the bubble.
Okay, they're gonna protect them in that bubble.
That's why they usually ask y'all, do y'all think we're gonna follow the rules?
We're not gonna.
Are we gonna put the masses on and follow the fucking rules, bro?
We got family. I'm gonna see my daughter and them gonna come to me
a month later.
No,
a whole month later.
They're gonna sneak up out that room or whatever. That bubble gonna go see their wife and they in training. They don't even start the season on the 31st, huh?
The money's guaranteed, man.
I see.
They're not gonna be. They might not follow the rules.
Yeah, one of them get it or two of them get it. Season over. I mean, we
gonna see, man.
That's my personal. But it's gonna happen.
Do you know the protocol? We know. None of us know the protocol.
There's no protocol. They're winging it out.
So
they don't even have a plan B.
They don't have nothing right now.
No, they don't have a plan B.
So why do we have this season? We shouldn't have the season. If y'all can't guarantee it's gonna be a safe season. It's gonna be a safe. How do you have a season with no fans? How do we even? The fans hype us up in order for us to play ball. We just gonna be quiet.
You don't need fans. You
don't
need fans on the court, man.
I don't want to get off the subject.
We going to court
but that MMA with that fighting, whatever that called, that martial arts fighting, it's so weird that you don't see nobody in the crowd when you watch these fights these days. It's just all lighted.
Yeah, but then you just see, you hear an interesting thing. You hear the corners. You hear the corners, so you
Stuff that we never heard. You can hear
what? Real quick before we got here, Tyler just said start the Black Lives Matters League, and that is a
good
idea. Good idea, and a strong possibility to happen at this time. The only thing is, it won't be enough brothers to do it.
No, we got the platform.
It won't be enough. This is the perfect time to do it.
If everybody went away from the NBA and stopped giving, I'm not saying it in a racial way, but stop giving that man that money, then we go on our own and start having our own leagues.
The quickest way
we bring more revenue.
The quickest way I believe that can start is for these players to go merge with Ice Cube with the big three. And
make a league.
And make a league. You know what I'm saying? Make a 5-on-5 league out of that. Because Ice Cube already has a blueprint.
Yeah, fact.
He's already
that big three.
But you know why that ship is sailed already before we got in here? Because all of the players would have had to announce that they was not going to go into this fucking bubble.
Okay.
And that would have caused economic pressure on everything. If LeBron, the freaks and all the boys is like, we're not going to the bubble. Yeah. We about to do our thing over here.
Yeah.
But nah.
But definitely. Hey, game point. It's halftime, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Quarter two is done. We see you in the third quarter. Peace.
Let's get it in.
You already know how
we're gonna talk about
that second half.
We're gonna talk. What y'all want to talk about on this issue right now?
Let's go. Now we're gonna go. Let's hit a serious topic right now.
Okay.
Let's go with baseball. You know, baseball season's about to start.
Come up.
You know what I'm saying? And this is something that you brought up and something I've been hearing about. Let's talk about the lack of African American in baseball.
Okay.
Well, I feel like that starts. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, from an early age, baseball is not as accessible for us as it is as basketball is way more expensive. You know what I'm saying? And when you play baseball, it's kind of like golf. Like, you really gotta be traveling and taking your kid doing a lot of tournaments and things like that. And also, it's not a lot of schools that has good baseball teams and shit like that out here. So why would our kids choose to play baseball?
I'll tell you like this. It's called opportunity. In the inner city, they make it to where the younger kids don't want to play baseball. Like you stated, we can't afford it. You got to buy a baseball, a glove, a bat, cleats, helmet, bat. So when I'm gonna go back to the early days with Jackie Robinson days when he broke the barrier for African American baseball players. Me, as a kid, I started at 5 years old. And I played in the inner city of Richmond, California. When I'm talking about some athletes coming out of Richmond, California, the inner city. They had the facilities for us. We had the opportunity. All of that came away. I'm not being racist, y'all, but it's a political sport. It's for white men. It's like 3% or 7% of black men in baseball right now. Why? You can't even answer that question. Why? Because they don't want us. We already took over
black Americans.
Americans, not Dominicans. We're not calling. We ain't calling no Dominicans. We ain't calling none of them. We calling black youth. I bet you can name 20 all-star black African American baseball players right now. You can't even name them. There's probably some professional teams, which I'm really not backing you now. Now that I just thought about this, don't even have an African American on their team, on their roster. Not one. But they use the Dominicans to make it look like it's us. And you know, it gets political. They don't get it. The opportunity is not there. And then another thing, kids in the inner city don't want to play baseball no more. You know, they in the football now. They in the trap. You see, when we was coming up, y'all, we did all the sports: baseball, basketball, football.
Facts.
Now
Track,
these kids,
wrestle.
they concentrate on one sport. That's why that's why a lot of these kids go to the league or they go to basketball in the leagues. All they did was play basketball all their life.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go to play football. He didn't go to play baseball. And then social media now. We like coming up. We didn't have social media. Now we got social media. So now the kids can be seen more, but it's not the African American kids.
Right.
They're being seen in football, they being praised in football, baseball. Think about it. They had a problem with Tiger Woods in tennis. Not to the golf. I'm sorry, golf.
Right.
He was one brother. The brother
Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, but they had Black Matters with Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Had a problem with that. That flag in what you call it? Confederate flag in Mississippi when they had to take it down. But I'm telling you, it's in them certain states it get political. So us African Americans can't. I'm saying black men, young black men. I wish my dream. I wanted to get an all black baseball team, 12 years old. That's what I want, and I want to take them to that Little League World Series. But I want an all black team. I don't want no other nationality. I want all black. I need 12.
I mean, well, we had our Negro League. You know what I'm saying?
We got a Negro League in California. Right now, my buddy Dan got a Negro League in California.
To go a different route to answer your question, I feel one of the other biggest reasons why they don't have many of us is because their league is not brother friendly.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Their commissioner is not brother friendly. Like Adam Silver and David Stern has always been brother friendly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They let us get our points across. You know what I'm saying? They don't suffocate us. And
well, it's different when your league's 80% black.
But is it really because the NFL is 75% black, brother? And
NFL is all black.
Nothing changing.
And basketball is all black.
They have more of a say.
What?
It's just now getting to
More
a point
what?
where they have
There's
more
only-
of a say than baseball.
There's only one black owner.
More of a say than baseball. Now we're not going in. I'm not going into ownership because I mean, NFL has different tiers of racism that are fucking unbelievable.
They're both in America, bro.
They're unbelievable.
I'm saying Adam and David chose to take a different route.
So-
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Versus baseball.
Rob
They didn't want
Manfred,
us to take over
the
baseball.
commissioner of baseball, could be the
start
same
taking over
person.
baseball.
So why are African Americans choosing football over baseball if it's the same type of leagues?
They don't have the opportunity. I'm saying from the start, they don't have the opportunity for baseball for one. Football, it only costs you. It only all you need is a football.
I mean, okay. I mean, I understand.
Football's pretty expensive too.
It gets expensive.
Yes.
I would say. I mean, there's very many points. There's very many reasons why we're not. But I would say one of my biggest reasons is that baseball is just too damn boring.
Yes, it is.
It's like it's too fucking.
I mean, you take it forever. You know, it takes forever to get through. It do, but. That's a sport that you get
Baseball's exciting to me, though.
They pay you the most money, don't they?
It's catching up. It's starting to catch up now.
Yeah,
NBA is catching up.
NBA
right on there.
So LeBron decided a $500 million contract or a $400 million contract with LeBron side.
He get about 40 a year anyway.
No, but LeBron also is not going to break the bank like that where he can't get players in there to help him out.
Yes,
but Nike gave him a lifetime deal, and at that time they said it was estimated to be worth $1 billion. So he's already succeeded that off the court. That's on the court money for Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He still ain't making LeBron money altogether.
He still has to.
You know what I'm saying? Not to get sidetracked or
his
anything.
sponsorships up. But I mean, you're true about being a racist league or being a racist.
You
league.
wouldn't encourage your child to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a homeboy named Brian Sanders. I don't know if he's watching. Matter of fact, I need to share it to my dude. He's a advocate, you know what I'm saying, that baseball fan. You know what I'm saying? His son's at every tournament, every opportunity he can have his son at. He's there. Like he is training his son to be King Griffey 2.0.
The third,
right. So he's encouraging that on his son, even knowing what's going on in the leagues. But we're not encouraging our kids to do that because of the reasoning. Like we don't want our kids going through. Some parents are like, man, my child is about to be, he got it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to push him in the areas where he got it. We might be negligent as parents by not bringing out that talent that our kid might have. Like, no, you're not going to play baseball. You're going to play football and basketball because that's what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True.
So it might be part of parents as well why it's not enough of us. It's a generational gap.
It's all, I mean, and it's all intertwined. To say, you know, to say what you just said and to say what you say, there might not be a lot of opportunities. For you to find, you know what I'm saying, a baseball league,
you gotta be handpicked.
That's competitive. You have to be handpicked.
Yeah, like me, I was handpicked.
And you got and you have you have to know where to go.
Yeah. See,
They gonna
find you.
But for you to come up in play baseball to even be seen, you still have to know where to go.
Yes.
No, big facts. There's no really leagues out.
There's no outlet.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to know where to go.
All right.
Let's switch it up real quick though.
Okay.
So the big homie said, how do y'all feel about athletes and should they have a vocal, you know what I'm saying, opportunity to voice their issue for social issues?
Oh yeah.
No, but that might bite.
Or should they shut up and dribble?
No.
Okay.
We've been
That's
told.
what society and political. That's what society want us to do. Keep our mouth shut and not say nothing. Just do what you say, and I'm giving you.
And do what you told. You should be grateful.
They know how to give you some money in order for you to be like, oh, okay, good, thank you. Okay, because we could have go back to Cap with him kneeling down. They blackballed him. Mm-hmm. Now they getting exposed. Now they want to, let's be Disney, want to do this with him. Y'all was railroading him in 2 years ago. Right. Now y'all want to put him on a platform. Now the NFL can't put him on a platform, you know, that because they'd be contradicting there. So they'd be like, you know, going against the grain. They already said they wouldn't want him to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't.
So we another comment is saying, you know, we as black people have to develop a baseball youth league for ourselves and stop depending on someone else to do it for us.
Big facts.
That would solve the problem. You guys agree?
I
agree.
I do agree, but that will take us. That's something that we will have to do for the kids, and then we would have to come to a conclusion. Like, is it going to be worth it? Like, we have an all-black team. What can we do?
We're going to have to have the money first. We're going to have the money first. We're going to have the facilities, which is going to be hard for us when we're saying we're all-black league.
Let's say all these we have several different youth league football leagues out here that are ran by black people, that are ran by blacks.
Yes, sir.
And you know, they're not all black leagues, but they're ran by blacks.
Yes, sir.
So why would it be hard
to come together?
Why would it be hard to keep it within these leagues? Say, oh yeah, now we're going to baseball season. As they do with basketball. You keep the same football team that you have, they go play basketball together. You know what I'm saying? So why would it be hard for us to go play baseball also?
Y'all got kids?
I got 2 kids.
When the last baseball game you watched with one of your kids?
When the last baseball game, I got 2 girls, so they don't even watch baseball.
When the last baseball game you watched with your kids?
I don't watch baseball.
So there you go. But why would your kids ever come to you and be like, Dad, let's play some baseball? But like we don't have to.
We're not in a baseball state. This is not a baseball state.
They don't have to. But just because we haven't watched the game doesn't mean that I haven't had my sons out there playing baseball. I have had my son play baseball. Yeah.
I was a coach. We have coached a team together.
So my sons have been out there and played
baseball before. He got them out there.
And how did they feel about it?
He doesn't like it.
And that was that.
He's boring.
But see, when you at that, okay.
That's it. At that age. But my older son played it at an older age, and he didn't really like it either.
Yeah.
I mean, the homies ain't playing it. Like, it's I don't know. It's just not as easy accessible as it is for you to take a basketball. I can go by myself and go to the court and shoot around.
Yep, that's one thing.
By myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you can't throw a baseball to yourself and you can't hit
No,
to yourself.
you
can't. So you
They got new technology.
Yeah, 2020, you actually can't go out there by yourself and get some swings in.
Technology for the ball do come and you swing.
Right.
But the ball can throw you catch it, throw it back into net.
Not to get off track, it will take a concerted effort for these football leagues that we have to transfer to baseball season. It's just that simple.
But it will also take the kids who wants to do it.
Yes.
You can
get the kids who want to do it.
So you have an average of 20 kids. You have an average of about 25 kids on a good football team. You get at least half of those kids to switch over and play baseball. And a lot of it is just we're staying together. We play basketball together, we play football together, we play baseball together. And it just goes round and round and round. You know what I'm saying? And it I've seen it happen, but it just died off real quick. And I think that it can happen. But you're not gonna be on these elite league statuses.
Right.
To where
Well, you need somebody actually you need somebody with like knowledge that's knowing how to what they doing, we need to be doing. Like, I playing travel ball, my wife playing baseball. I was on all black teams, and I was probably the only black on a couple teams with white boys.
And who was paying for those trips?
The organization.
Exactly.
My parents. My mom, like, okay, if you go to the World Series, you go to the World Series, it's all expenses paid. But your parents will give you money for like traveling. That's about it. Now, uniform wise, back then was pretty pricey because you needed 2 or 3 uniforms, you needed cleats, and if you wanted the best stuff in the world, it's gonna be baseball is pricey.
But the thing about it, football is caught up with that right now. You need 2 or 3 uniforms. Yeah. You got a home uniforms, you got away uniforms, you got cleats. It's starting.
But like I said, we have organizations that set up for our kids to thrive in that sport because we're thriving in every other level in that sport. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason.
Us as a whole is lacking for the kids to be out there, like in terms of finding these kids.
Yes, our enthusiasm is not there.
But you don't even see kids in the park playing strikeout like we was. Or playing baseball in the park like they was.
Kids that own a bag.
They barely get some cleats. The mom and dad barely afford some food on the table. So
while we already on the sport of lack of African Americans, let's get to Bubba Wallace real quick.
Okay.
So y'all hear about our celebrity in chief 45, what he tweeted recently about Bubba Wallace should give NASCAR and all the drivers and mechanics who stood behind him as one supporting Black Lives Matters an apology after the investigation from the FBI saying that it was finally a hoax. So Bubba should give an apology.
I don't think he should give an apology, but I mean, what I heard on that story was that was already there.
Yeah, before he got there. That's what I read about. He just happened to be in that situation.
Happened to see it.
Okay. So basically,
I don't think
it didn't have anything to do with George Floyd.
No.
But so fucking what? It was a noose. Let me give y'all some numbers real quick. Hold on.
It was a noose. Yeah.
It's 43 garages in Talladega.
Yeah.
So he had to have been assigned that one garage.
And they knew who was in there.
When the FBI did the investigation, right? They looked at 1,800 garages across America. Didn't find one fucking noose hanging as a door pull.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah.
So the one that was in 1,800 garages and then 43 in Talladega, Bubba Wallace got assigned to that garage. So just based on that alone, you know what I'm saying? It was a noose hanging in the garage that the black man was assigned to. So
I mean,
where's the apology supposed to come from?
I don't think there's no apology. No apology.
That man, boy.
Bubba Wallace, man. I commend him for doing
for his first response.
Did
you hear what he said?
I think I did hear you talk.
Bob Marley, it was all love. He said, love always trumps hate. Love comes natural. Hate is being taught. I mean, it was a great message for the kids. I mean, like, I loved it. But, so, you know, right now I'm in Malcolm X mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think LeBron, as humble as he was, would have had that kind of reaction. But he came back with love against him. But
I commend Bubba Wallace for going out there. He's out there in a real sport. That,
race a real the most racist sport, can we say that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just now taking down the Confederate flag.
Hands down, he's in the good old boys network.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So hands down. So we got another comment here, man, that's saying there's a school in Dallas called the Barack Obama Leadership Academy. And it's all boys, mainly black. And these boys are being taught crew and getting full ride scholarships.
That is genius.
And so, I mean,
that is genius.
And that's something that we're not into.
Yes.
But, hey, if you build it, they will come. I'm a strong believer in that. We can build it.
But you got to build in the communities where they're not at, which is one here.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
You know
so everybody that's in the Dallas community, you know what I'm saying? You got kids who want to be in baseball.
Crew is... You remember Crew from How High?
Yeah. Stroke.
So, I mean, and we hear one is way more fun playing baseball than watching it. I mean,
it is
true.
Big facts.
And I also see we need all sports resources for the black community. Baseball money is granted. You know?
Big facts. I mean, everything, man. I did everything as a kid. I was a track star, wrestling. Like, I really, everything I did is fucked up because wrestling wasn't really cool back then. Like, everybody was like, you in the lean tall, you know what I'm saying? It was when everything was gay. Yeah. It was the start of everything being gay and shit. You know, I was born in 85 and shit. But I was an amazing wrestler, bro. And if I wasn't caught up into all the homies, everybody laughing at me, I would have got a D1 scholarship. Yeah, see? But I'm like, no, fuck that. So everybody want to play basketball, so I'm going to go and, you know, I was good in football. I was great in wrestling. And tricked that all off. Just, you know, going with the community.
Yeah, and there's a lot of young brothers that's good in wrestling, man. And I mean, my son, for example, man, he thrived in high school, man, in wrestling. Never wrestled before high school.
Me neither, bro.
And then once he got up in there, man, he was going to state tournaments, man. He was beating people.
Cause that shit is in us.
Beat some of the best, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, we need
he was doing this thing, and I hated going to the wrestling tournaments as a parent, but you know, I would sit there all day. You know what I'm saying? And I would sit there all day, and then I would sit there all day. Based on the fact that, you know, his team was like one of the few teams that had several black kids on the team. So therefore, I mean, I would sit there, you know what I'm saying, through the whole match all day long just to support him as a black man there, you know what I'm saying? And as if somebody get out of line, I'm gonna be there, you know, if somebody get racist, I'm gonna be there to defend y'all to my best abilities, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, we do gotta step out in other realms. We do gotta stop talking down to others for doing good and other things that are not so-called norm. And we just gotta become.
Tuck said, how do we feel about the integration of women in all sports? Should this be involved to no gender sports? So in other words, I'm guessing he's saying like women referees, you know what I'm saying, becoming in basketball, women head coaches, you know what I'm saying, being in basketball and football. And by him saying, should it be no gender sports, like should we have women playing in the NBA? That'll be a no. But I'm all good with the integration of us having more women general managers, coaches, you know what I'm saying, referees, all of that.
Definitely with that.
Yeah. For sure.
So you don't believe in a head football coach being a woman?
I do. I do.
Head baseball coach being a woman?
Hey, if she knows what she's doing and she's qualified,
it's a bunch of white men who don't know what the hell, they ain't never played no football, no baseball, basketball out there.
Just getting job after job after job, stealing money.
Yeah, no doubt. Why can't
because of who they know?
I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you're saying you'll be happy if a woman was the head coach of the Denver Broncos.
Hey, if she's qualified and she's winning. I'm happy to the
All right, y'all go 0-16. Y'all go to real. Y'all go say she never know she was doing.
Take a step further. I'm gonna give you a face and a name. It's for whatever reason. Say Frank Vogel Said, Lisa Leslie, come get on my bench, baby girl. Come be my assistant coach. Frank Vogel got about it there in about a couple years. Lisa became our head coach. I'll be with it. I'll be all for it.
Yeah, Lisa Leslie.
Why not?
I have no issues
With the Lakers? Lisa Leslie with the Lakers, baby?
Why not? I mean, she was an all-time spark. She's in the family.
Basketball.
You know what I mean? And that was just an example. You know what I'm saying?
It's different in basketball than it is in football.
If you go with basketball, basketball is basketball. You know what I'm saying? She's overly qualified to be a coach if she wanted.
But I do get what you're saying because there's no women's football,
yes,
professional football. So you're like, ugh. I mean, it is a little bit different, but
it is different. But if she sat there and she's gained that knowledge,
yeah, from
and this has been her life, and she's went through the ranks and became that person. Yeah. I'm gonna support it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Why not?
I'm with it. I got 2 daughters, so ain't nobody about to anybody tell them they can't go be a head coach.
I got 2 daughters too. I mean, mine can be a head coach in Oakland days. I'll go right back to Oakland.
It doesn't matter. If you qualify, man, I'm with you all. I'm with it regardless. And if you suck, I'm gonna give you the business. Vance Joseph sucked.
I'm totally with it.
Vance Joseph sucked, man. I gave him the business.
But I think they left their brother out here to hang. That brother didn't even have no opportunity, right? You know, Peyton Manning lean, they lose a little, you lose half of your defense, you lose all your quarterback, you lose a running back, you lose offense. So they put that brother, like they put them brothers, they're running, what's that rule? Running rule, whatever it is?
Yeah, running rule.
Okay.
Running rule.
All right, name one brother that went to a top professional football team. Franchise team.
Mike Tomlin.
Man, he built the Pittsburgh.
No, Pittsburgh was already built.
But I mean,
hell no.
He only had 3 head coaches in the last 7 years.
He only had 3 black head coaches in the last 7 years.
No, Pittsburgh only had 3 head coaches in the last 70 years. So
that's
what I'm saying. Regardless of what they got there.
You asked the question.
Okay.
Who went to a good football team? And I just told you, Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
He did not build them. He came after Bill Cowher, who was a Super Bowl winning coach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But Tomlin had talent surrounded him.
But
he literally won with Cowher's.
With Cowher's talent.
Okay.
Now, why they bring the brother to Cleveland? Why they send the brother to Cleveland? Because they know he ain't gonna win in Cleveland. Why they send the brother to Cincinnati? Because he know he ain't gonna win in Cincinnati. Why they send the brother to the Jets? Because he know he ain't gonna win in the Jets. They sending him to teams that ain't gonna never win the Super Bowl. And then that's when you'll say, I told you so. They can't coach in the NFL because they can't win with this franchise because y'all put them on stinky franchises. They don't have nothing surrounded. They have nothing surrounded. I'm
gonna kind of circle back to the point of should this evolve to no gender sports and also integrate that with this question. That was thoughts on trans women playing sports and is it fair? So should it evolve into no gender sports, like not only as it being a woman playing in the NBA, but a trans woman who is now identifying herself as a man playing in the NBA.
All right, look.
We can't be cool with that.
Look, I'll take it that way.
More than a woman,
more than a man, a man who turns into a woman and going to women's sports.
Yeah. That's a cheating.
That's cheating on the fairness level.
Yeah.
Yes. That's cheating, though.
Yes.
That's cheating. I'm a grown man. I turn myself into
human sports cheating.
I'm going to turn myself to a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play basketball. I'm way more dominant than them. Yeah. I'm way more powerful than them. So, I'm not, please, Lord, I'm not saying this the wrong way, but if you're a girl, stay in your girl sports. If you're a man, stay in your man sports. If you want to, now they could.
But that's not happening though. But that's not, hold on, before that's not happening though, because we were just talking about team sports like basketball and football. Let's get into reality right now. There is real life men who are beating women up in martial arts.
Yeah, martial arts.
beating them up, bro. I'm talking about like
ass.
Yeah. So no, it is completely not fair.
But I'm definitely with. If you're a woman.
Identify yourself as a man now playing with us.
And you want to go,
but it got to be both ways. So if you got, is it a yes or a no?
If it goes,
because you can't tell.
I would go no. I would go no.
I'm not being discriminated for anything. But I don't believe.
What about one of those gay girls, a butch gay girl, man, who carries herself as a man, you know?
Just looking like one trying to play in the NBA.
Playing that role. But I mean, would you accept
if
that?
If Diana Taurasi could make it to the NBA, we're never going to see that. Because she was a man.
And ball like a man. And
bro.
Ball like a man.
But yeah, I'm not. If I had to say yes or no, like, if I'm the governor or if I'm the rule stamper, you have to stay politically correct. You can't tell these people, if you're going to allow these people to do it, you can't tell them now that you can't have a profession in sports.
Yeah.
You can't. You just can't. So I say it's completely unfair, but is life fair?
No.
So now you got these men who got their titties cut off. You got these men who identify themselves as women, who are in track and field, outrunning women. Like it's totally not fair. I'm not cool with it, but it is what it is.
But I'm just not with that. I'm not.
It is what it is.
I'm not with that. You can identify.
I was vote.
You can identify yourself.
Or do they do a league?
A trans league? No, because that's not equality. That's not equality.
You can die.
Ain't nothing equal these days.
I would say, what would be more equal and fair would be, okay, if you're a man and you identify yourself as a woman, you still would have to play in the men's league.
Yes.
Right.
Regardless. And if, in the same way, opposite.
But if he did something on the street, he gonna take his ass to a man's jail.
So where do we now? Where does
or she gonna take her? I'm talking. If you're the other, if you're the man dressed as a woman, you're not going to a woman's prison.
So you're going to the man.
So he gotta still dress in the locker room with you.
Yep.
Because he's a trans. Or do he dress out the locker room? Do you say he's the same bathroom as you? See, that go back to the military. I know they was bad in the military. They didn't want him in the military.
They said they want equality, brother.
So this is Game Point Remix.
They want equality.
Game Point Remix, you know what I'm saying? This is the first day of the new Game Point. You know what I'm saying? So
was that third quarter? That fourth quarter?
That's I think that's the fourth quarter.
That's
third quarter.
Third quarter. Yeah.
That was third quarter. Are we going
that third quarter?
That was third quarter.
Third quarter?
Third or fourth? The third quarter.
I think that's third quarter, man. We might have one more.
We got one more quarter?
We got one
well, you
more.
know what I'm saying? Let's take a break and let's finish the game.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Game Point.
We know what y'all been thinking.
What y'all doing?
Just relax, though, kinfolk. We got you.
What y'all waiting on?
Stay tuned.
AHRR Network.
And we are back for the fourth quarter. About to get this game back started, man. Y'all fellas doing good?
Doing good, man.
Feeling good.
Welcome
Doing
to the grand finale of the Game Point. Our
Yes,
first
man.
show back. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving this feeling. I'm loving this vibe. You know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter. I mean, let's just start it off with your general thoughts on sports right now, and then we go into a topic.
General thought on sports right now, man. I miss it.
Me too.
I miss it a lot. Me and the wife is at the crib, you know what I'm saying, on the couch watching shit like Family Feud, like, yeah, like this for some kind of fucking competitive fervor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need that shit, man. I know everybody else need it too, so I'm hoping that the NBA can get it really going with the bubble. I'm hoping that football can actually start their season and end their season. Baseball shortened to a 60-day season. But overall, man, I miss it. I hope we can get it cracking, but everybody got to be safe, bro.
He's up in there.
Yeah, I'm just tired of watching movies all day long. There ain't nothing on TV. We watching old school Michael Jordan, Game 3.
Man, why was Last Dance like so amazing right now?
We already know what's gonna happen, but we still watch it. It's still entertaining, but we need some live entertainment. And I'm just hoping that everything get back to normal, you know, and that everybody be safe when they come back. You know, I'm really missing. I'm missing baseball and basketball right now. Because I can't bet right now. I want to bet. I want to make some money.
Right.
I can't just taking away some of my money I've been making this time of the year.
Right. It ain't even legal that here.
I'm betting Korean baseball. I don't even know what they are. I made a little money on it. Betting soccer. I don't even know what the teams are. I need to start betting. But I'm going to give y'all a game of wisdom. When the basketball season comes back to you bettors, you better bet all unders game one. Because their legs ain't going to be there. They ain't going to be really in game shape, game speed, so it's all gonna be unders. That's the key from the mob. Just telling you now.
Well, my big thing, man, just like y'all, man, I just want it back, man. I want it back safe, want it back competitive, and I mean, I just want it back, man. There's like really nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm finding myself, but you know, I am finding things that I want to do, that I'm getting more stuff done, but I'm also just finding myself just doing dumb stuff sometimes. But let's get it back, man. Let's get it going, man.
All right, so we can go with some local stuff, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I ain't really.
Now, how do you feel about high school football coming back? Do you think these kids gonna play again this year? I was seeing the kids and I was asking questions, and I'm just trying to wonder out. They're not really telling us no answers when they're coming back, but the kids said they're gonna start practicing next couple weeks. And
I actually seen some kids already practicing. I live over by Aurora Central. I seen them over there.
Yeah, I see, like earlier today when I passed by there, I seen some baseball. Now, let me ask you a question. In all the communities, why they take the basketball nets down and the football, but baseball can practice? You get what I'm saying? Why baseball can practice but football can't practice? Why basketball can't practice but baseball can practice? Why tennis can practice? Why golf can practice?
Because all those sports that can practice they practice social distancing.
Well, I mean, golf is social distance. Tennis social distance.
But you probably can practice those.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying football, you social distance.
But you can't really social distance and practice together.
You really can.
I mean, you can train, you can condition, but when it comes to running plays and when it comes to doing things,
we should be right now. It's football season. We should be conditioning.
I mean, my son plays flag. You know what I'm saying? So when you're at that age, there's only really a few positions that you can really do. You're either a quarterback, a running back, or a receiver, or your whole ass is on the line. You know what I'm saying? At that age, you're too young to do too much anything else. So my son, being a guy who's on the line all the time, his whole day is line up, block. So he's right there. Niggas in his face, niggas right next to him. Like there's no social distancing.
Well, you have your son out there right now. If they was to start practice tomorrow, was you bringing him out there?
He was there yesterday. Yeah,
he's there yesterday.
Yeah. So Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. The millionaires. Shout out my boy Red.
Okay. My son's out.
So is they gonna have sports for y'all this year?
We don't know.
We're preparing for it. We don't know if they're gonna shut the city down again.
I see on the coach's corner, these kids ain't they not having sports right now.
It's still up in the air.
That's a big business right now.
Everybody's preparing, from youth sports to high school sports
to NFL
to pro sports to college. Everything is preparing to go, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Who's going to shut down and who ain't?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I personally don't think. I think college is out the question. They have too many hurdles.
Well, they already said they're not doing nothing this year. No spring sports, no fall.
They have too many hurdles to overcome to deal with
kids.
Because how the hell you gonna tell this young man or woman, with football, but period, you gonna tell these students that they can't go to school, but they can come play some football? Out of here, like makes no sense.
Man, okay, no, you know why? Just if you're a senior right now, getting ready to go to the league, and you don't play the season, what do?
They gonna go off. You gonna still get drafted?
No, how do you get Halloween?
Okay.
The worst thing going right now in this past year were seniors in high school that missed out on the end of their seasons and things like that. I have a son, he ran track, and he didn't get to finish his track season. So, and then the recruitment stopped. So those are like really the hard, like I think those type of things were like hit the hardest. It's a senior year, and
to your point, let's not forget what actually did happen. That what you said was a hypothetical. That literally just happened. The corona hit in the middle of March Madness, right before March Madness. So them kids didn't get to finish their goddamn last senior year. So what you said literally happened in basketball.
Wait a minute, it happened in the high school.
Did we have the NBA draft yet?
Nobody got that. Nobody got to have
no All-American game.
No, none of that. So it's really
no state games.
It's really hurting. It's really hurting.
So did they have an NBA draft yet?
NBA draft is put off.
No, not
NBA draft.
If this shit already came by now.
Yeah.
Gold medal on
it should be like the next couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. The NBA finals should be ending right now. Type shit. So it's postponed because of the season, but they're still going to have it. Those kids are still going to get drafted. They're going to have projections.
But
the kids from high school are still going to select to go to what schools they
okay, so I'm a senior in high school right now.
If you're seeing, so you're talking about,
I got 5 colleges
you're talking
on
about the top.
And I didn't play this full season this year.
I'm pretty sure they still won't.
But you're talking about the top guys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about the kids who are just coming into their own?
They're gonna have to try
That's
to be
what I'm saying.
What about if there's no season next year? So how do you manage to stay in shape?
You know what, kids? This is the perfect example what we talking about right here of why education matters the most, because it's the only thing you would have to fall back on. These kids are basically depending on being athletes, and it might be stripped from them.
A lot of them are. So,
what do they got to fall back on?
As my advice to these kids is just like he says. Stay with that education. Make sure that's first and foremost. But what I tell my kids all the time is, you got to be working out by yourself. You got to be working.
Be prepared. You got to be prepared. That's sure.
You got to be working with nobody else. When nobody else is working.
Working out, you got to be working.
Keep your game up, and then you'll be ready when the time comes. You can't just wake up and be like, oh man, I'm the man. Practice tryouts is tomorrow. I'm the man. I ain't practice all summer long. So just if you're a kid, or you have kids, tell them to stay on their craft and keep working and keep getting better on their craft on their own.
Yes.
Tuck said, what would be our ideas to evolve particular sports dealing with these pandemics?
What would be our ideas to evolve?
Yeah,
like
particular sports.
Like what would we like?
Like basically, what I'm taking is like what opportunities can we take advantage of to evolve. For one, basketball. I think that this will be a perfect time for maybe we change the actual scheduling of how basketball's been going. Period. We might change the game down a little bit. The playoff bracket. You know what I'm saying? Might change. It's
football wise, they add 4 additional teams on and make it a playoff better. Like so. Instead of 2 wild cards, make it 4 or 5 wild cards, however they want to do it.
Maybe keep that preseason shit limited.
So the preseason will be out cold. I think you should play one or 2 preseason games. It's all you really
2
need.
at the most.
At the most.
2 at the most.
But I think this year they limited it to that. They won 2 games and they went right into the season, which they shouldn't even have a preseason. They shouldn't even be no preseason. They should just start week 1 and go. They're going to have plenty of time to prepare for the season. That gives you extra time, too.
But let's be real. The preseason is only seeing the bums you're going to keep on.
Yeah, we don't ever see the stars.
You know what I'm saying?
So we can do that at practice.
They're getting their shit in training camp anyway.
Yeah, we can see that anyway. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Besides football, how do you feel about that? What else do you think can be taken advantage of with the pandemic to evolve or become something different?
I think the NBA is going to evolve in their scheduling and their timing. I think they're going to evolve into the point to where they're starting their season on Christmas,
Christmas time,
and ending a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? To where they're not really beginning.
They ready to battle football?
Well, football will have.
It's not guaranteed you're gonna have football, right?
Football will have 2 months. You know what I'm saying? You'll have your 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So right when football's ending, you know what I'm saying? You be getting right to the media.
It will still be super beginning of the season for basketball.
Basketball.
Right.
They did. But they said they was gonna start football. Was they saying football was later on in the season too? Or I want to see.
Well, I think football's gonna stay the same because football's king.
Yeah, it is. It took over Sunday.
I just think that's the only sport the evolution of our seeing of changing is that maybe schedules may change.
Tuck just brought up a good point. I think this will be a result of the pandemic because of the time that we're living in now.
Yes.
The Redskins and their
names changes and all that.
You know
what were they going to? The Warriors or something?
No, they don't. They
don't know what
they haven't thought of it.
I haven't heard anything for an alternate name before, but I do think it's going to happen because FedEx said, "Nigga, we gonna strip that $205 million."
FedEx, Walmart, all kinds of big.
If you don't change your
FedEx is the name of the building.
That's their.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we gonna need some changes
FedEx
right now, brother. So I think that's gonna happen. And speaking of that, 45 had also tweeted about that yesterday, talking about how the Redskins, he's now actually behind the Redskins and the Indians not having their names changed, saying it was built on strength and not weakness.
He's saying don't change it at all.
Right. Like,
I mean, so it's gonna be. I mean, you see. I mean, the Redskins. They talking about the Redskins, the Braves, the Indians, the Chiefs.
The Braves is good. The Braves is cool. They said I heard that's not a derogatory.
Well, they were saying they was like the Indians didn't want that or something.
It's all about the tomahawk chant.
Yeah.
Well, quick little history. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus came here and named the Native Americans Indians, thinking that it was India.
Yeah.
So he named them Indians. So it was forced on them in the first place. They never fucking wanted the name. They been called Indians like, oh, like, what the fuck is an Indian, bro? So I think it didn't get away with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine to go around talking about the Washington Blackskins?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That was
I've heard
they're saying that that's like it's racial.
I've heard certain
back in the old words, they used to say we're gonna go get those fucking Redskins.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's racist.
Plenty of Native Americans state that it's just like the N-word.
Facts.
Period.
So you get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of it, man. Hey, it's time to change it, man.
That's respect.
Time to get rid of a lot of things. But where does it stop? Where does it stop? So where does it stop? Now you have people talking about the Golden State Warriors name is derogatory. So where does this stop?
But why would it be? That goes back to my earlier point. You can't just be saying shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some facts, some points. Let me know why you feel the way you feel so I can indulge more than what you're saying. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna call it as bullshit.
Somebody always has an opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's opinions that matter.
Yeah,
and then there's social media motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
I'm with y'all on that, but I'm just saying, where does it stop? That's the only thing.
When somebody says some bullshit.
Well,
like
it's hard to answer that question.
But to them, it may not be bullshit. And they may have factual basis behind it.
But it's not. But if the Warriors I'm saying, I think it stops because it's a racial issue. You know what I'm saying? It's a racial issue about racial equality, about people feeling awkward and uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was a team called the Detroit F words, and I'm completely correct, y'all know what I'm saying when I say the F word. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to be called that. And so, you gotta get away with it. What the hell is a warrior? I'm just using it as an example right now. That's where it stops.
We all warriors.
When somebody be like,
we all warriors.
The warriors is I'm racially offended. How, bro?
How? We all warriors. That word warrior mean warrior, like a warrior.
Right. It doesn't go to one specific community.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, yeah, they can shut the fuck up.
That's just saying America. A warrior is America. Stops.
Yeah, that's where it stops, brother.
A warrior is America.
Hell yeah.
I just really want some sports back, man. And I mean, I really want some sports back. I really don't care.
Because Ronnie about to get another chip.
I don't think so.
Asterisk or not,
Ronnie is not. Hey, quote me for today's show. When we come back in a few months and we talk about this, LeBron is not going back to the finals.
He's not going back to the finals.
Quote me on that today. And I just said the Lakers, but I just want to mess with you. because I want you to quote me on it. I just want to mess with you, even though I'm going with you. Hey, look,
I went to the basement, brother. I'm not going to forget. What you said.
But I don't look. So even though I did pick the Lakers, but I'm just saying right now.
After he chose the Clippers about 10 seconds before that.
I did. But me and him, I got a little up with him. So LeBron ain't going.
My thing is, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, did we all make our picks for the NBA, or did we
for the actual championship? No, we didn't.
So I mean, I'll go first on this one, and I'm
go all sports.
Okay.
Yeah, so we start with baseball. Who's coming out the
baseball? I'm gonna go.
National League.
Let's go to the winner. Let's go to
National
the winner.
League. Oh no, okay.
Let's go to the winner.
The winner of the whole season. I'll go Dodgers.
I got Yankees.
I'm gonna go on a limb, which I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna take the freaking Philadelphia Phillies or the Cleveland Indians.
You gotta pick one.
Cleveland Indians. I'm taking the Cleveland Indians.
All right, let's go.
Football. Go football.
Football. I'm a homer, man. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? But I won't go with the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? That's just talk.
All right,
Man, I'm a Falcons fan. You going to Broncos?
No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
Broncos. I'm gonna go with shit.
I got it already.
I can't go with KC. Sorry, Tally. I can't go with KC. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go with the New Orleans Saints.
Well, we might as well stay in the division then. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Atlanta, so I'm going to go with my Dirty Birds.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
going to go
one.
with my Dirty Birds, which has been the toughest division in football for the last 20 years. There's no debate about it.
Oh,
and just based on the fact that we all picked a winner from that same division is proving that point. It's proving that point.
History sometimes.
Who else has been close?
Division-wise?
The toughest division in football.
History does repeat. Hey,
everybody in my division's been
they had a couple Super Bowls.
Every player.
Yep, they've been Super Bowl.
Every team.
Cam Newton and them went.
My Hawks. The Bucks won it. But in 2000 they barely made it.
I'm saying in the last couple of years.
I'm saying the last
Atlanta went.
Oh yeah, the last couple.
Cam went. CS Saints went.
In the last.
So that division is like one of the stronger divisions, but
in football. In football.
No, I'm gonna say the West.
What West?
The NFC West is with Seattle, Niners, Rams, and who else in that thing? And Cardinals.
No, they've all been.
That division is bold.
They've all been
Cardinals.
They've all been the Bulls in the last 20 years.
Yeah, all of them in that division. In the last 5 years, St. Louis, Seattle, and
you right, man, but ain't nobody been.
That's just going on what you. That's going on your. That's going on your. That's on your division. That's your
Atlanta. So in the last 10 years, we got at least 6 or 7 of them in them 2 divisions.
Big fact.
Cam, Atlanta, Saints, Niner, Rams, and who else? What's the college with Seattle?
Yeah, what you got? 1, 2 chips out of it?
No. Let me see. Out of them chips, they don't win them all though. They don't win. They got a 1 or 2.
Seattle, the Cardinals lost there. Seattle won.
Seattle won there. They beat y'all. They put 50, every time they go.
The Niners lost.
55 put up on them.
The Niners lost last year.
We lost
in
2 years ago.
With
Kaepernick, 3 years, 4 years ago.
I don't see
That
nothing but a bunch of guys who make it to the big.
And the Rams shouldn't have been there. It should have been the Saints. Honestly, that was the biggest rob I've ever seen in the history of sports.
Oh yeah, when they played
the biggest
Rams,
rob in the history of sports.
and then they get blasted. Then they come back to the playoffs this year, get blasted again. And
the year before that, it was the Minnesota Miracle.
They didn't even make the playoffs.
Oh my God!
They didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, the Saints.
The Rams.
No. You talking about the Saints? Unfortunate.
Oh, the Saints. The Saints had 2 bad breaks.
3.
So I think this is their year.
The year that just passed, the call, and then the year before that was the Minnesota Miracle.
Yep. So hey, it's their year. The Saints.
They ran their course.
The Saints.
And I always usually ride with the Saints.
All right, so back basketball. I got Lakers, obviously.
Got Lakers.
I got Clippers.
And it's a coin flip. Because I like Clippers. I don't like none of them 2 teams. But if I had to pick, God dog, I gotta go with the Clippers. I was telling you LeBron ain't gonna make it to the playoffs.
We got one more sport. We got hockey though.
Hockey. I'm going with the Avalanche.
Oh man,
I'm riding with the Avs too.
I'm going with the Avalanche.
I'm so out of my
No.
territory, so I'm going with the Avalanche too.
No.
They
I'm
actually
being biased. I'm going with the San Jose Sharks. I'm gonna be biased. I'm going with the San Jose Sharks.
That's the team with the brothers, right?
Yep.
I was ready to say. I'm going with the team with the brothers.
And they got two of them. The Penguins. What is it? The Penguins. What's that team with that president?
Popeye Jones' son is a good player in the league. I don't know who he plays for.
In hockey?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, he was like the number 2 pick.
I did not know that.
Probably about 4 years
I did not
ago.
know that. And Bubba Wallace about to win every race coming up. Every race.
All right.
I'm going with Bubba.
Best quarterback you ever seen of all time in our era.
Tom Brady.
I mean, I'm not even.
Are we saying talented wise? Like, or just,
I'm not
it's
even.
Tom Brady.
I mean,
Yeah, you gonna go?
I can't even say that with Tux in the room, so I'm not. Nah.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm not.
I mean, I
gonna
would-
say that. I won't even say. I can't stand Tom Brady. I can't stand.
Is he better than Montana?
But you
definitely
respect his great.
Oh, no, was he better than Montana?
Yeah.
Yes.
How? Montana ain't never lost the Super Bowl.
He got 9. He's been
Hey,
there.
hey, Montana, every Super Bowl Montana went to, he won
He's
it.
been there 9
He ain't never
times.
threw no
You know what I'm going to
interceptions.
say he is?
And Brady had way more better talent than Montana did back then.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? He had no. This guy had
All he had
position.
all he had Jerry Rice, John Taylor,
Tom Rabbit,
No, I'm not.
Roger Craig.
Yeah,
I mean,
stop
had
it,
a
bro.
great
Yeah,
line.
stop
We didn't
They had Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott.
They had, come on,
We had 5 players.
No.
Yeah.
Tom Brady had all
Stop
Belichick
it.
got a whole.
No, it was the point of, yeah, well, no, let's not get it twisted. Tux, Tom Brady has had a top 5 defense for probably over half his career.
And forever.
You know what I'm saying? Top 10 for sure. So it's not like they've been scrubs over there.
Tom Brady has won championships throwing 100 yards.
But the question, the average Tom Brady,
112
No, I'm gonna tell you why. How he's not won championships. If just thinking them kickers didn't make them kicks, he wouldn't have that.
yeah,
many Super
Vinatieri,
Bowls.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Vinatieri won them, and 3 of them
No, but I'm
foreign.
saying Tom Brady has won championships throwing 112 yards.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Like literally, like that's.
Yeah. So I mean, so I don't know
Okay,
how.
so who are you gonna say then?
I have to. I mean, I can't go nowhere else but Tom Brady's the GOAT. But I
Right.
just don't really like. To say
I'm gonna go.
that.
I'm gonna go.
Say it with this
Hey, now I'm gonna
dude.
say
I
this
gotta
though.
do it.
I'm gonna say this. At a point in time, I thought your boy Peyton Manning was the dude. Cause I'm gonna say that was the best quarterback I ever seen fundamentally play.
He choked too much.
No, but he put the ball on the money.
He had too many
When
number one
okay,
season
he
choke.
made Demarius Thomas a star. He made Demarius Thomas a
number one
star.
season choke, bro.
He made Julius Thomas a star when he was here. They was all pro receivers.
He couldn't beat Brady.
I'm gonna tell you something from Skip Bayless. He is the greatest regular season quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
I'll give him. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, the full thing, you got to go with Tom.
He just couldn't beat Brady.
You got to go with Tom.
They were always battling. He could never
But I
beat
think
Brady.
he is going to be dethroned in about 10 years.
Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes
I
coming.
think Patrick's coming to be.
Well, whoa. We can keep staying on that level. I'm not gonna sway away from Lamar Jackson because that boy throw the ball like a baseball.
I'm not.
He had to be
I'm
that. I like
I'm
him.
not ready to crown anybody.
Or no Murray.
I'm not.
Murray gonna be. Hey,
Listen.
quote me on this right
Quote
now.
me on this.
What you think?
If you Dennis Green, I'm gonna quote Dennis Green right now. If you want to crown on the crown her ass then. This is Game Point. 4 quarters over. Hey, this is D-Dub Ellison, Robbie the Rocket, M. Good Night, and we out. Our first show.
Peace.
Peace and blessings.
Moms Mabley. The woman who would become known as famed comedian Moms Mabley was born Loretta Mary Aiken in Brevard, North Carolina on March 19, 1894. She experienced a horrifying traumatic childhood. Her firefighter father was killed in an explosion when she was 11, and her mother was later hit and killed by a truck on Christmas Day. Aiken left home at the age of 14 and pursued a show business career, joining the African American vaudeville circuit as a comedian under the Theater Owners Booking Association. Fellow performer Jack Mabley became her boyfriend for a short time, and she took on his name, becoming Jackie Mabley, with Moms coming from her eventual reputation as a mentoring, mothering spirit. By the early 1920s, she had begun to work with the duo Butterbeans and Susie, and eventually became an attraction at the Cotton Club. Mabley entered the world of film and stage as well, working with the writer Zora Neale Hurston. Starting in the late 1930s, Mabley became the first woman comedian to be featured at the Apollo, going on to appear on the theater stage more times than any other performer. Mabley's stand-up routines were riotous affairs augmented by the aesthetic she presented as being an older, house-dress-clad figure who provided sly commentary on racial bigotry to African-American audiences. Mabley began a recording career with her Chess Records debut album, The Funniest Woman Alive, which became gold certified. She landed spots on some of the top variety shows of the day, including The Ed Sullivan Show, and graced the stage of Carnegie Hall. Mabley had a starring role in the 1974 picture Amazing Grace, which she was able to complete despite having a heart attack during the film. She died on May 23, 1975 in White Plains, New York.